Hey everyone, you are tuned into Three Questions and a Song, episode 117. It's been quite a while since we've done one of these, and we're changing the format up slightly. With me tonight is Paul from Dream the Heavy. What's up, Paul?
Hey, what's happening, Bill? It's good to see you again.
You as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I kind of prompted you already. If you could
Yep.
tell us a little bit about your band.
Sure. I play in a band called Dream the Heavy. We are rooted in alternative rock, influenced by every other genre that you can possibly imagine. So we kind of consider ourselves more of a genre fluid. We've got tons of funk, punk, metal, new wave, post-punk kind of uh, influences immersed in the songs, and sometimes in all into one song. We've been a band here in Pittsburgh since 2022. Uh, we've played a lot of places. We've been very fortunate to do things like Millville Music Festival, uh, Northside Music. We're going to be. We've played a bunch of places, and we have a very charismatic and enigmatic singer and TK Monk, who was also in Black Cat Moan for quite a long time, if you know that band. And we're just setting up for show season. You know, it's beautiful outside, and it's time to play some live music and go see some live music.
Um, hey, so I thought of the first question.
All right, all
Okay.
right.
So not all of the band members are originally from the Pittsburgh area, which you kind of alluded to.
Mhm.
How, where is everybody from, and how did it come together here in the Berg?
So with the whole inception of Dream the Heavy is different compartments, different stories. I'll try to give it to you as quick as possible. I was in a band. That band had recorded and fell apart. I wanted to continue moving, playing, so I put out an ad on the internet, and within the same time frame, we had Sully, who's parts unknown, Sully on drums, and Matthias Brown, who is from Vermont. Both answered the ad. We jammed. We started forming a band with a very prominent other Pittsburgh singer. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. TK and I had met at the parent pickup because both of us have children that were going to the same school, and I knew TK of Black Cat Moan, and once the prior singer decided to pursue other interests, I just kind of threw caution when I was like, "Come on over, man. Let's see what we do." We get in there, about 3 hours of jamming. We decided that this is going to work. Two of the songs on our album, Into the Unknown, came from that initial jam. During this time, we started progressing. We entered the Spark Battle of the Bands, brought to you by Shell Shock Multimedia, who's a phenomenal person. Ryan Dowden is incredible. If you're looking for anything, go see him.
He he was actually my guest on the Pennsylvania Rock Show last night.
I was gonna chirp in,
Yeah.
but I feel like I kind of step in a little bit too much on the seats. So I was like, I don't need to do this. I love Ryan. He's got a very, very strong relationship with our drummer Sully. Sully has done a couple of his cover videos, and Ryan is a phenomenal recording engineer. He's got great visions. The video later is actually recorded and was Ryan's vision that you're going to see later. So we do the Battle of the Bands. We play this place called The Bridge, which was a venue here in Pittsburgh for a while, and it was the entertainment booker was Ryan Miller, who at the time was in Bonnie and the Mere Mortals. He seen us, he enjoyed us. We decided that we were going to put out an EP. We recorded it at what was Club Cafe, and hopefully will be again Club Cafe. I'm just glad that is going to persist in our area, because that is a very vital club to all of us musicians. We asked him to sit in on keys. He sat in on keys during our live recording, and he's been in the band ever since. So we got all that going on, and that's just kind of a synopsis of it. It's as quick as I possibly can. As you know, I speak a lot.
So if now I'm going to ask you one of my off the wall questions, which I probably have asked you before, but
Okay.
go with it.
I thought that the answer I got all lost in it. So that's how it all sorted up. Matthias is from Vermont. Sully's from parts unknown. TK grew up in and around Johnstown and Hershey. Ryan's from Pittsburgh, and I'm from Oakland, California.
There you go.
All right.
So What? Tell me about something embarrassing that's happened on stage.
I think I've mentioned this story. So I was playing in a very experimental noise new metal band back in 1990 something, and it was 9 of us on stage, and I had a long evening, as people in their early 20s tend to have long evenings.
Understood.
So we played the next day. It was at a benefit to build a skate park in Alameda, California, and I was not feeling my best. So I decided to bundle up. So I bundled up, had a hoodie on, a pair of pants, was feeling good. And the fashion of the day was loose clothing. And so we get on stage and playing, and I'm jumping up and down, and my pants fall down middle of the stage. There's at least, I would say, probably 150 people there. It was held in a middle school's auditorium, which was the school I attended. So there was a lot of layers to that embarrassment kind of building up throughout the whole thing. So there's that. That's a personal embarrassment for me. That's about it. Really, like, I've let go of embarrassment performing a long time ago. If something happens, it just makes it for the moment. And other than that, dropping my drawers unintentionally was that's probably the most embarrassing thing for it. Other than that, like, we perform. When we're on stage, it's a performance, and I think regardless if we're playing at an upstairs attic show or if we're playing at stage AE, you're getting all of us, whether you like it or not.
Hey, third question.
Sure.
At what point did you realize that you wanted to be on stage?
I was 7 years old, and there was a teacher who was doing, I think it was second or third grade. We were doing little plays here and there, and it was just little skits. And I got the part of Dracula, and a good friend of mine got the part of Frankenstein. And I memorized the lines. We did it. We were acting, and I heard people clap, and I realized that things I could do could be entertaining to others, and that was the initial launch. A few years later, I was breakdancing on stage. I love that. So that's always been in me. Like, I don't remember a time when I didn't want to perform.
Okay. So we're moving on to excuse me, the end portion of the show.
Nice.
Where you're going to tell us about the song that we're about to play.
Right.
Before we do that, though, where can people, viewers and listeners, go to get a copy of all the Dream the Heavy stuff and buy merchandise and anything like that?
You can do any of that. First and foremost, dreamtheheavy.com. That will give you access to everything. So whatever you prefer, as far as purchasing merchandise, you can buy it from there. You can go to Bandcamp, buy the record. You could certainly listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music. You can. I think we might be an earbud thing. We definitely have a YouTube. I want to see more people visit YouTube. So anywhere that you possibly can, but more importantly, just come to a show. We got CDs. It's kind of a resurging medium, I think, and it just sounds better. It sounds better than anything that you're going to hear through a computer or through your phone, even directly through like your car stereo system, if you still have a CD player in your car. But yeah, come by there. It's it directly funds us. It directly supports us, and we appreciate it. But as far as like T-shirts, hoodies, drumsticks, stickers, we'll do. We'll go through dreamtheheavy.com, please.
Okay. So last things last. Tell us about the video we're about to watch.
Awesome. So the video is for our song "There You Go," which is on our album Into the Unknown, which was voted Pittsburgh City Paper's Album of the Year last year. So the video is a concept by Ryan Dowden of Shell Shock Multimedia. And we have Madam Trio as our performer in there. She's a phenomenal choreographer, fantastic DJ, great dancer. The concept is Ryan's. I just kind of followed it, and I like the way it went. The song "There You Go" is kind of like I had touched on the amount of influences we have in our songs. So this is probably one of the better represented ones. It's got a little bit of that like Sly and the Family Stone kind of vibe. God rest you, Sly. At the beginning, but then it gets heavier, more of like a stoner rock kind of vibe, along the lines of like Malvin's or like early Soundgarden kind of thing. But it still has that like very floaty vocal to it. So I hope you all enjoy it as much as we enjoy having you in front of us.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is take a listen to that song and make sure you keep track of all the upcoming episodes, which is going to be hard to do because I can't tell you when they're being released yet. But go to buildascene.com or musicfrom412.com and you'll be able to find them there. That said, let's take a listen to Dream the Heavy. There you go.